There they are at Calkins Road. CHS is across the street from me. It's across the intersection from me. Mobile Integrated Healthcare, that's what it is. Headquarters and Training Center. They took over. It was Henrietta Ambulance, and they took over Chi-Li and Scottsville. Chi-Li Ambulance and Scottsville Rescue Squad, which is the C and the S. Then they took over Caledonia Ambulance, and then they took over Greece. So let's go out and try and get up to the next crossing. Okay, now we're at 15, also known as West Henrietta Road, I think it is. They're building something over there. That's where the mall is. And here they come. This crossing is guarded by a traffic light, as you can see. And they still have their boxcar. I can't figure out where that's going. It's got to be going to that industry that then Google Maps shows the track's abandoned to. He's waiting for the light to change, I think. Yep. Red to yellow for traffic, red for traffic, and then you'll be going. And there goes the traffic, starting back up. There is a spur down there, but in Google Maps it shows that it's abandoned. Maybe they rebuilt it since the satellite went over. I don't know. Yeah, it's right there. And he went past it, so it's not that. That's interesting. I'd like to see when they... So the spur goes off to the left. I'll have to see when they drop it, when they drop that car on the way down. Hey, here they come. I'm on Commerce Drive. That boxcar was for Genesee Reserve Supply, another building material, another building supply supplier company. It's off of Jefferson Road, 252. There's no way I could get them working it, so I came over here to Commerce Drive. That crossing I was just at is over that way, and here's their line here. I thought maybe it might be going to, there's a spur down here, but I don't think there's anything there, so I didn't think it was going to be there, and I looked and I'd forgotten about Genesee Reserve Supply. So that's where it went, and they coupled up with their train, and then they're coming back this way with, what was it, 19 cars I said they had? This is, they're back in the Erie Rochester branch, operated by Conrail until I think it was 1996. The other track, as I said, is the Lehigh Valley. Oh, it's 25 cars they have. Yep, 25 cars heading south. Not quite sure where the plastic pellet hopper. Maybe there's a business that uses the Lakeville team track that uses plastic pellets. So we'll leave Commerce Drive and head south. Hopefully we'll get the rest of their trip in the daytime. Almost got the industry before they got there. Shooting into the sun. That's my only choice, unfortunately. No. Not quite sure how they managed to beat me down here. I gotta check my tires because something didn't sound right. Okay, I had to stop. I was gonna turn around and go back because the wheel, I mentioned in the last clip that there was some weird noise being made. Well, then I thought, no, Teddy just had to swap over, my brother just had to swap over the rims to my rims, my 16s and on my Mini. And I thought that it has a tendency to loosen up. I checked, and sure enough, the front driver's tire was loose. So I was just about to turn around when they are too close to turn around. They are right there. So there they come. Let's pace them. Nobody behind me. Let's go. The car will move. Let's see here. Let's see here. 25 miles an hour, I think it is. Yeah, tighten those lugs, those lug bolts, and this is their grain industry. in Avon. And here we are back at Alden Corporation, I think it is. Back in Avon. And here they come. Yep, they're switching Barilla. I thought they had a switcher that came up here and did that specifically, but the road train must do that. They must pull empties, and the empties that they pull now will be stuck on that siding for tomorrow's road train, because the ONL runs 7 days a week. Those nice ALCO Centuries. C424M, number 428, and C425, number 425. There's another industry of theirs up in, is it Henrietta? Yeah, it's Henrietta. Just south of Lehigh Station Road, there's a industry up there that takes tank cars. All that Barilla macaroni. All made right here. Again, the previous video, earlier in these videos, I talked about the Y, where the Erie Railroad came over, where the Erie that ran between Batavia and Avon came over. Oh, look at the oil leaking from the ALCOs. Man, woo, one of those is a bad oil leak. Well, I'm in the Y. Actually, now I am. That tree line there, that's the north flag. The line goes straight out that way, and then along beyond Alden Corporation, and the other leg of the Y comes in down there. So I am actually standing in the Y, where the Erie Railroad trains would come through, and they would go up that leg to go to Rochester, or they would go down that leg to go to the Avon depot and such. And here comes the LANL. Ooh, look at the coal. Look at that. 428's really smoking it up. Now they're probably throwing the switch to the other track in Barilla, one that those other covered hoppers are on. You can see from up here. Looks like they got 6 empties attached to the power right now. they're pulling up farther. I figured they'd be backing up, but nope, they're pulling up farther. There's some interesting graffiti. Yeah, one thing in red and bright green, and then 4 identical other things. And okay, no, I forgot to count the cars. They'll be putting those, I would assume, probably on the track over there. I'm not gonna go down and then turn around and come back here. I'm just gonna stay here. I'll just stay here and wait for them to come back, because they have to come back because their train's down there. Look at the oil. Look at that oil. Wow. Good old ALCOs. Rolling coal. Okay, now looks like they disconnected 2 of the cars that they pulled out of Barilla and put the rest on the siding there, the right, and I assume they'll be hooking back up to that car or 2 that they left in the main and doing that. I don't know if they have to work in Avon Yard, because all these cars on the left here, those are all for Barilla. I don't know if those, what all they have to do up here. Just have to wait and see. Now they have 9 cars that they brought in from CSX. Back. Sun hasn't quite set yet. Yep, 2 cars. I thought it was probably 2. I wonder which of their locomotives leaks oil. Because whichever one of their locomotives leaks oil like that, they haven't used it on this track. As you can see, there's no oil on this one. It's just on the ones over there. And they can smell Barilla. The macaroni. And I tell you, it makes me hungry for pasta. And unfortunately, I can't cook pasta. One reason, I don't know how, and 2, I don't have a stove. Well, I can cook ramen noodles, but that's not the same. That's not what they make. They have rigatoni, spaghetti, linguine maybe. They make a pasta. The blue box. Yep, they're coupling up to those cars on that other track. They'll pull those up and spot them, and then probably the 9 that they have in their train will probably go on that track that they're going to pull those other ones off of. And here they come. They're just sort of uncouple them or something. 428 seems to smoke more than the 425. That 428 is just belching out that black coal. 425 is doing a little bit, but nowhere near as much as the 428. Fortunately, there's stagnant water right here, so I got mosquitoes.